こんにちは、すみません。What's up, Japan enthusiasts? 皆さん、こんにちは。I'm Max. Welcome back to my channel where we dive into the world of Nihongo and Japanese culture. So how many ways to say sorry in Japanese do you know? Maybe you have learned like sumimasen or gomen nasai, but there are so many more ways to say sorry or excuse me in Japanese. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you more ways to apologize in Japanese so that you can sound more natural when you speak Japanese and when you say sorry or excuse me to somebody. So before we get into it, let me explain why it's so important to sound natural, especially when you apologize in Japanese. So you might know this, but Japanese people tend to say sorry a lot. So it's important to show your apologies properly in a proper situation. I'm gonna show you different ways of saying sorry or excuse me in different settings, in different situations. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, first thing first, gomen or gomen nasai. This is the most basic way to say I am sorry. And in Japanese, there's formal speech and a casual speech. Gomen nasai is a formal way to say I am sorry. This is the most basic one. I am sorry. Gomen nasai. Gomen nasai. And the casual way to say that is gomen. Simple. Gomen. And here, what I want you to be careful is that gomen nasai sounds a little bit, I would say, kind of childish, not really like adulty. Adulty, I don't know if it's the word. When you say gomen nasai, it kind of sounds like, oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Like you're kind of asking them to forgive yourself. Because gomen nasai, the word gomen means forgiveness. I will explain it later, but there are like sumimasen, moshiwake arimasen. And those are better than gomen nasai in a lot of situations. So gomen nasai, you would use it when you say sorry to, for example, like your partner, your parents, but you wanna be more sincere than gomen, then you can say gomen nasai, gomen nasai. Please forgive me, kind of sorry. Alright? And also gomen nasai cannot be really used for saying excuse me. And the next one is sumimasen. Sumimasen is actually excuse me. You can say sumimasen like when you bump into somebody, you can say sumimasen. So it's a really convenient way to say sorry or excuse me in Japanese. So as long as you know sumimasen, it's kind of totally fine. Like you can totally come here and in any situations you can say sumimasen and it can be excuse me or I'm sorry. Instead of saying gomen nasai, I would recommend you to say sumimasen all the time. So you could potentially use it in business settings as long as you're being sincere, sumimasen. Then it's not rude. If you want to ask somebody for direction, you would say, sumimasen, 〇〇はどこですか? すみません, 駅はどこですか? That kind of stuff. You can use it for excuse me. And also, if you do something wrong and if you want to apologize, but like not too seriously, you can say sumimasen, sumimasen. And also, this is kind of a different way to use sumimasen, but like Japanese people kind of sometimes say sumimasen as in thank you. When you hear sumimasen, when you do something for them, then just accept it as a thank you, not sorry. So the next one is 申し訳ありません. 申し訳ありません. And if you want to make it politer, 申し訳ございません. This is the formal way to say I am sorry. In business settings or informal settings, you say this instead of すみません. If you want to apologize your client or your boss, you would avoid saying すみません and instead use 申し訳ありません、申し訳ございません. You can also use 申し訳ないです, but that's a lot more casual than 申し訳ありません. So it's better to stick with 申し訳ありません. But some people say 申し訳ないです. And by the way, 申し訳 means an excuse. So 申し訳ありません. No excuse. I don't have an excuse, meaning I am sorry. So for example, if you want to say like, I'm sorry but blah blah blah, I'm sorry but can I ask you to do something, then it's kind of like 申し訳ありませんが何々してくれませんか? So that's how you can use it, and you can also say すみませんが blah blah blah, as in like excuse me, I'm sorry but can you do this? You can do that too. Also, if you want to go extra formal, you can also say 大変申し訳ございません. 大変 is very much. 大変申し訳ございません is like I am very sorry in a really formal setting. And another way to say sorry is 失礼しました. 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 失礼 means rudeness. So 失礼しました is I did something rude basically. But that means I am sorry. Basically like I am sorry for doing something rude or something bad to you. So for example, if you are late for a meeting or something, you can say 失礼しました。遅れました。申し訳ありません。I'm sorry, I was late. I'm sorry. So that's kind of like how you can use it. And if you want to go a little more formal, you can say 失礼いたしました。So from here, it's gonna be more like an advanced level. So if you're comfortable enough to use all the ones that I already showed you, these are gonna be the advanced ways to say sorry, like in different situations with different feelings. So for ごめん alternatives are ごめんね sorry, ごめんよ sorry. The same thing. It's just more casual and more friendly, I would say. And also, there's another really casual way to say sorry, but it kind of sounds manly. That's 悪い 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 or more casual way, more broken down Japanese. 悪い 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 means bad, so it's more like my bad. 悪い. So I use this a lot with my friends. I would never say this to a boss or my client, so only in casual settings. And of course, there are actually more ways to say sorry, but if I show everyone, it will be too much, too many for you to remember and for you to actually use them. These main ones are the ones that you need to know, you should know when it comes to actually speaking Japanese to a Japanese person and sounding natural and being better at apologizing in Japan in the Japanese culture, you know? And this is not the ultimate course of saying sorry in Japanese. So if you need me to get in deeper into this topic, please let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any suggestions for any future videos that I will make, please leave a comment and I will try to do what you want me to do, what you want me to tell you or teach you. So here's the bonus content in this video. You learned how to say sorry in Japanese, but you wanna know how to respond to sorries in Japanese. In casual setting, if your friend said ごめん to you, then you can say 大丈夫 大丈夫だよ. And I am from Osaka, so I use Osaka pen. 大丈夫やで 大丈夫やで. You can also say いいよいいよ. いいよ means good. Good, good, that's good, that's good, that's alright. Fine, that's fine. いいよいいよ. That's a casual way to say, well, it's alright. When somebody says ごめん to you, you can say 気にしないで. 気にしないで. 気にしないでね. That's like, don't mind it, don't care about it. That's fine. You can combine 大丈夫だよ and 気にしないでね and respond to sorry, like 気にしないでね 大丈夫だよ. It's like, don't mind it, don't care about it. It's alright, I'm good, I'm alright. In formal settings, if somebody says 申し訳ありません, you can also say 構いませんよ構いませんよ. That's fine. Or you can say sorry back to them. いえいえこちらこそ申し訳ございません。こちらこそ申し訳ございません。こちらこそ is like me too, this side too. 申し訳ございません。I'm sorry. In that way, there won't be any like conflict between you and them in the business setting or formal setting. But you don't have to say sorry back to them. But it's like in Japan, Japanese culture-wise, we tend to do that. And that goes the same with thank you. So ありがとうございます。いえ、こちらこそありがとうございます。But yeah, that's how it goes usually in Japan. That's it for today's video, and it's getting dark out here, so I won't be able to record any more of this content. But if you like this video, please hit the like, and please leave a comment if you want me to do something more or something new or something that you have in your mind. I'm gonna listen to what you want me to do, and I'm gonna make more content based on your needs and wants. Alright, so if you want to know more about how to say sorry more properly, I will get deeper into it. Alright, so let me know in the comment. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Max Japanese, please subscribe, and that will help me a lot. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.